Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Ah. Sorry, my nose. It is a bit stuffed right now. My bad. Ah. Baller. Yo, hardly know her. All right. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, guys. My bad. Can I Windows this? Oh, I can. Nice. Oh, well, you know what? Is there anything popping up on that side? I was really hoping. I was listening to music earlier today. I was really hoping that nothing I was listening to would be coming back. Sorry, guys. I'm a bit frazzled. I'm sorry. I'll have some... Let me tell you right now. I will have some choice words with, in the next podcast episode. It's very much... Yeah, very much is, kind of crazy, but... We'll get into that another day or another time. But hey, look! I thought I had this up. There we go. Hey, look! There's Mini-Me. And Mini-Me! But we are editing today, because I have to. So what better else? We do a little, AMA, we do an Ask Me Anything, we do a... Really any stream. I do love an AMA. Just because, you know what, we can have questions. People can ask any question they want. I mean, I'm just editing, and then maybe later we will do some actual gaming. Like, as in, something with you guys. Probably. Where can this, like, be? There we are. I need 3 monitors. One for OBS, one for YouTube Live, and then one for, you know, the stuff I do. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, Scout, get your emojis on Twitch. Get out of YouTube. I only have YouTube up really because I like having YouTube running, you know, having 2 places, but Twitch is the... Don't tell YouTube this, but I like Twitch a lot more than YouTube. You're testing... Yeah, yes. Yes. I can even do this, so you guys are behind me, but it's kind of annoying. Yeah, there we are. Let's throw this right. There we go. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, we are both editing. Oh, look at us both editing. Oh, look at that. New Scout video coming soon, it looks like. Both editing furry videos. Well, who knows? Where's my chat? Here it is. Unless this is... No, this is a totally different chat. Bum, 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 bum. Is this chat also anywhere else that needs to be? Yes, here. There's a chat here. I'm deleting that chat. Throwing you in here. Ba ba ba. Deleting this chat. What's up? I don't know what's blipping, but something's blipping. Again, we need that. We need that good old box to come in. You oohing to Yo, you coming? I thought I said oohing. You coming to Megaplex? Megaplex. What? Close. Why would you never? What is Megaplex? Oh, Florida. Oh, it's like a furry thing. No. No, I'm not. All right, back to this. I mean, I guess we can have music on the background. Before long, the dense forestry starts giving way to more urban developments. More and more decorative palm trees start dotting the path as well. The silhouette of the city gets closer as we approach one of these spaghetti junctions leading up to it. The result of decades of poor infrastructure decisions, multi-million-dollar projects promising to fix all the traffic. You can double time me. One more overpass. Olivia's paying close attention to her phone. She scrolls lazily through some form. What's so funny? Oh, nothing. Hey. Lizard Lounge. Oh, boy, you're still browsing that, Olivia? Yeah. Oh, what is it? Don't tell him. It's this weird exclusionary. Exclusionary? This is what you guys don't see, except when sometimes I add it. Don't tell him. But this is a long video already. Exclusionary? Yeah. It's this weird exclusionary. It's. There we are. It's this weird exclusionary chat room. They only allow dinosaur women. Men and rather specific human men are banned. Racial segregation! Olivia... Racial segregation! Olivia... Olivia... Oh, boy. Boys. Be kind to yourself, alright? I had a bit of a chat before stream with family. A family member in specific. Not gonna say who. They're not watching it. I'm just not gonna say who. You know, if you know me, I'm a bit of a softie, a bit of a loser. So I started to cry and then get really emotional. So now we're here, just trying to edit, trying to not think about it. So sorry if I'm not as talkative, but please let me know. Maybe I should throw up some text. Hold on, let me throw some text here. Yeah, let's call this the AMA. No, not SMS. AMA. Change the font to my boy. You came out. Already did that. To a certain amount of people. Some people know that I am, yes, in fact, bisexual. Shocking, right? But yeah, no, Damn, they grew up so fast. I know. It's kind of crazy. No, I had a chat with a family member about, life, about what I want to do with YouTube and blah blah blah. But more specifically, I've been doing this for 6 years. Okay, I've been doing this for a very long time. And specifically, the chat was about why it started something completely different. I'm not getting into why it started, but I'll tell you the part where I'm comfortable going with, and it was, why have I been doing this for 6 years and only 400 people are subscribed? And it became this whole thing. Oh, there we are. Hold on a sec. This is one of the issues. They hit me with do a real job. No, 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 no. My parents are a lot of things. What they are is supportive. My parents, they've never not been supportive about YouTube, okay, which is good. They say, yeah, get a real job. Okay, they've said to get a real job because to do this, I gotta get money. So that's the only thing they've been like, until this can get money, get a real job, you know? Work both. So that's the only thing they've said. Is more McGucker frozen. All right, we're back. All right, sweet. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So basically, it was why am I this far into doing stuff, making stuff that only a small people are watching? And I got very emotional, and I started like yelling and whatnot. It was a whole deal. I am a very emotional person. When I get into an argument, I'm very much there. So it was very interesting. Very interesting combo. It was a good convo. It was a good convo. All right, no, it wasn't a bad convo of anything, but it was still a convo. It was still a lot of things were said, a lot of tears were shed. So, again, ask me anything, but taking the wing if I'm not super talkative. It's because I was just crying for like an hour just before stream. So, I gotta take a screenie of. So what was the result? Don't leave us hanging. The result was not really a result. The issue, the whole decision. Are you gonna follow your passion or become a suit? No, no, no. This was one of the points I brought up. I cannot drop YouTube. If I become a suit, I die. And not just like in the sense of like I just get a job and, you know, that all stuff. I would legit die. I'd have no creativeness in the world to do. I'd be just a drab, bro. I wouldn't do anything if I didn't have YouTube. So the ending resolve, I guess, in a sense, if you want to give it a conclusion, I'd guess, was I can't drop it. This is just like anything else in life, it's a hurdle. And I've had small successes with a lot of stuff, but what the issue is that these small successes, they snow a little bit. They bring me forward just a little bit, and then like the snowball tapers off and it doesn't get rolling until something else kind of rolls it, and it just keeps going kind of and whatnot. And it sucks. It really sucks. And I'll be real. And this is the point. The next podcast episode is going to be very personal. I've already decided that podcast is going to be 100% just no holding back, just saying what I've been thinking of. Like, to not make something, to not be creative all the time would maybe cause me to go insane and die. I need an outlet. I need an outlet that like gaming and whatnot can't give me. That's why I'm an actor. That's why I'm a voice actor. That's why I do all this stuff. If I were just to give all that stuff up, I would die. I would simply die. I gotta take a screenie of Damien here. Hold on. With the line of racial segregation. There we go. We're getting a lot of screenshots this chapter. Racial segregation. On racial segregation. Olivia showed me once, and the people on it are. But I love you guys, and I love making content. I don't hate making this. Let me be real. The issue is never been making stuff. The issue is always just, why is no one watching it? Why is no one seeing the stuff that I put all this attention in? And the way I see it is, it'll come. These are hurdles in life that we just have to keep pushing through. We have to keep moving on till it eventually hits. And I've practiced my editing style. I know how to edit now. I have an editor, you know. The reason I got an editor was not for my plate to be like, all right, that's one thing down. That my editor makes content for you guys to watch. Like, it's not taking away anything from me. You know, I haven't given up anything to have an editor. They just also make a video for me, 2 videos a month. And we're not going to talk about how much I pay them. If anyone in chat, Scout, knows how much I pay them, don't put it up. Don't bring it up. We're not going to bring it up. Oh, wrong button. Olivia showed me once, and the people on it are really weird. Humans are banned? You weren't supposed to tell him. A few doubloons. It's the last safe house for us on the internet. I think there's probably better places for the internet for you to associate with. Oh. It's the last safe... You weren't... Oh, I was doing the wrong voice. You weren't supposed to tell him. It's the last safe... Wait, why'd I go back? It's the last safe house for us on the internet. I think there's probably... Oh, okay, because it's that line. Okay. For us on the internet. It's the last safe house for us. I think there's... Us on the internet. I think us on the internet. I think there's probably better places for the on for that on. I think there's. I think. I think. I think there's probably better places for that online for you to. Let's just do this. As close as we can, really. I think there's probably better places for that online for you to associate with. Hold on. BRB. I'm back. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I'm back and I brought cookies. These are the best cookies. If you guys have a Trader Joe's, find these things. You can have 4 of them for like 90 calories. Which means you can have 8 of them for 180. That's a lot. This is 7. These are 7 of them. Oh my lord. Delicious. Oh no, your macros. Die. You hate them? Die. I don't even know what they're called. I need to go outside and get to the tent, but I didn't eat a lot today, so. Associate with. For you to I love eating chalk. I also love eating chalk. To associate with. Tell me about the racial segregation. It's not that. It's just how it has to be for our safety. Some dino girls can be doing anything at all, and there's always at least 3 guys in the comments saying she looks like... Don't say it. They're... Looking like what? Say it. As close as we can. They all... I lost Olivia's voice. They also really bring down the quality of the site. Look, it's... They all... I lost Olivia's voice. They also really bring down the quality of the site. Look, it's explained in the rules that humans have 1/5 the attention span of dinos. Liz groans once Olivia shows me her phone. The graph is blurred to hell and I can't make out most of the text. I don't know how I feel about all this. Well, it's not to get, Inko. Think about it. You're in... I already know I messed up this line. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. You're in history class. You're in history class. It sucks. So you just remember, wait a second, I'm human, and stop listening. I wish I could do that. According to Lady Hitler here, you can. It's just a funny group of women like me. Lay off. Let me have it. You don't really believe that stuff, though, do you? Not really. It's just the rules of the place, all right? Okay. Olivia sticks her phone in her pocket and huffs. Ugh, it's a long video. Was the ride to the arcade always this long? I think we're about 20 minutes away from the arcade still. Don't worry, Inko. The water fountains here are Come on, Connor. It's the whole bit of the scene. Water fountains are integrated. Oh! I think we're about 20 minutes away from the arcade still. Don't worry, Inko. Oh, don't worry, Inko. The arcade still. Oh, don't worry, Inko. The water fountains are integrated. Shut up! Damien chuckles to himself. All right. I hope the place still sells those hot dogs for just $1. There's no way anyone, anywhere sells hot dogs for $1 anymore. Yeah, but they did. It was great. Olivia and I would share. Guys, don't but they did. Yeah. Don't read visual novels if you have dyslexia. Yeah, but they did. It was great. Olivia and I would save our lunch money just to go here instead of class. Oh. Yeah, but they did. It sells hot dog, but anymore. Yeah, but they did. It was great. Olivia and I would save our lunch money to just go here instead after class. I don't think I'd trust it if it were still that cheap, honestly. You ate a hot dog off the floor once. That's different. Damien fills the air with old tales of his and Olivia's adventures in the arcade. She occasionally chimes in to correct him on whatever over-embellishment. Even as the last remnants of suburbia melt away and skyscrapers overtake our view of the outside world. Finally, I'm in the big city. Here we are. I'm almost disappointed when we pull up to the arcade parking lot. Large glass windows covered in sun-bleached promotional leaflets adorn the front of the arcade. No, right now it's just getting timeline down. Adorn the front of the arcade, and the building itself look a couple decades old. This place was decades old. This decades old. This place was probably successful in the past, but I can only imagine they break even nowadays. Though nowadays. Though, maybe the recent resurgence of retro deco could change that. I could show you more on the return trip. Come on. Guess she must have seen my brief... Come on. Guess she must have seen my brief hesitation. Liz unlocks the trunk and I hop out to get Olivia's chair. As I attempt to leave the scene. As I attempt to heave the thing out of Liz's trunk, it takes considerably more effort than I'd like to admit. Now, how do I unfold the blasted thing? I think there's a release button. Jeez. Alright, there's a little audio effect here. I think there's a release... You guys can't hear it now, but there is an audio effect right there. I'm gonna make that yellow. Jeez. As I check to make sure that all my fingers were intact, I could see Olivia snickering through the passenger window. Inko-san, you have much to learn. Observe. Olivia makes sure the brakes are held and heaves herself over in one motion. The chair is forced open by momentum alone with a loud crack. She gracefully rolls by me, tongue stuck out. In smug loud crack. She gracefully rolls by me, tongue stuck out in smug victory over my ineptitude. Ineptitude. Ready? Sweet. Damien hurries us inside, and I can tell he's most excited to be here out of anyone. The music of the arcade was nice. Dude, this place is the bomb. We used to scourge for a change to come here after school. The place is abuzz with activity. Flashing machines all competing for attention and gamers excitingly conversing. I lean a bit closer to Olivia. It's pretty dang loud in here. It's pretty dang loud in here. You gonna be alright having to speak up more? It's pretty dang loud. It's pretty dang loud in here. You gonna be alright having to speak up more? Huh? Of course I am. What do you take me for? A kid? Sorry. I appreciate the concern. Liz scolds as she peels her boot from the doormat with a loud sklunk. Ugh. Damien, you could have warned... Damien taken off towards the nearby corn machine, fist full of bills and at the ready. I could have told you too. I've been here before. So why didn't you warn me about the stickiness? Olivia shrugs. Liz heads over... Olivia heads Olivia's head. Olivia shrugs. Olivia's head lowers to bridge of snoot pinching levels. Well, you two did kind of drop this on me last minute. But I still remember this place pretty well. Great. You can show Inko around, and I'll go with Damien. Liz meekly puts her pointer fingers together as she looks at the salmon-frilled teen. These two-player gun thingies look fun, Damien. Liz meekly puts her teen. These two-player gun thingies look fun to try out. You mean the light gun games? You mean the light gun game? You mean the light gun games? Yeah, those. I can't put my finger on it, but something tells me Liz was banking on splitting apart from the start. Though it would give me ample opportunity to have some alone time with Olivia. Just to get to know her more, of course. Liz! I think I broke one's joystick! Hold on. Just to get to know her. Liz! Of course. Liz! I think I broke this one's joystick! Liz sighs heavily. There's a lot of yelling in this video, by the way. Liz sighs heavily. There's a lot of yelling in this one. Holy.
I mean, what can I say?
Liz sighs heavily through her nose. Seriously, Damien? Oh, come on. It's perfectly even and fair. You sure about this, Liz? We could all just stick together. A long-necked dino looks around the arcade nervously. As much as I want to protest the suggestion, it might be for the best. Okay. Best. Liz wants... I was looking at her head, just kind of pop. Liz wants to stick with Damien. Probably to make sure he doesn't do more damage. Inko, you are maybe the most stupidest man I've ever seen in my life. We all know what Liz is trying to do. You know it. I know it. If you don't know it, I'll tell you what, Liz is trying to have a little date going on. And she's like, well, you know what? Inko and Olivia are together all the time. Maybe they should just have a date as well. Inko. And Olivia knows... Inko. Going on? And she's like, well, maybe damage. Inko, to make sure he doesn't do more damage. This place as well. Olivia knows this place as well. And Olivia knows this place as well.
Alright, perfect.
And Olivia knows this place as well. So she'd know all the best games. We've already been spending time together after school, so why not? I'm not against the idea, just, alright. Glad you agree. Liz takes this as her cue to leave, and she quickly pulls Damien away deep into the arcade. Meanwhile, Olivia begins to roll ahead, but stops and gives me an annoyed look. Come on already. Alright. As soon as I step closer to Olivia... Alright. As soon as I step closer, Olivia resumes her casual... There we are. Alright. As soon as I step closer, Olivia resumes her casual roll down the aisleway. Olivia's eyes seem distant as she looks over the various... game cabinets in the room.
We can mute this now.
Cabinets in the room. Silver iris dancing to and fro, a soft hum resonating from her mouth. I try and follow where her soft hum resonating from her mouth. I try and follow her gaze. I try and follow where her gaze lingers.
So what
but
we're gonna
she seems
do?
to be constantly drifting
dino
to
disabled?
something new.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Olivia is disabled.
She... I don't want to misspeak, but I don't think her legs work. She might... I think she's paraplegic. I'll look this up real quick. Yeah, she is paralyzed and uses a wheelchair, yep. She's paralyzed from the waist down. Yep. And she's one of the best, coolest characters in the whole, like, ever. This game is really well. I try and follow where her gaze lingers, but she seems to be constantly drifting to something new every other moment, while deep in her own thoughts. And as we carry on slowly, the creeping awkwardness in my stomach gnaws away at me. I have no clue what to do right now. The point of this excursion was to relax. It feels rude to interrupt her, but she definitely knows better than me. Say, Olivia. My voice brings her back to the current moment with a start. Her hands maneuver her chair around to look at me fully. What game should we try first? The Barriox. Try first. The Barriox.
I think it's Baryonyx.
Anything?
But Onyx is a Pokemon. So I
Okay,
don't
then
think so.
how about one of your favorites? My favorites? Yeah. Mine? Yeah, you used to come here all the time. I'm sure you've got some you prefer. Favorites? Yeah, you used to come here all the time. I'm sure you've got some you prefer. The look of surprise from her. The look of surprise from her is quickly hidden by her turning her chair back around. Fine. My favorite then? My favorites? She pushes her wheelchair with purpose towards a particular corner. Looking at it closer, there's a large block connected to it. A dull, multicolored sticks hanging off the sides with wires. Oh, damn it. I look up at the title above the screen. Rune Robbers.
Oh, went to the end.
No, look. The more I look at it, the more I see where splotches of fresh paint barely cover poorly done marker graffiti. Olivia Pounce is so prominent that Olivia Pounce...
Oh, poo.
Marker graffiti. Olivia Pounce is so prominent that as she glares at the base of the fun-looking block before the screen. They updated it. So, should be better then, right? Her pout breaks, transforming into a depressed frown as her eyes seem to gloss over. Follow her gaze to a metal plate at the base and try to better understand. Machine looks pretty well maintained if you ask me. Something wrong with that? They added a foot with that? They added a foot pedal for the cover action. I test the plate, feeling it sync. The video demo on the screen changes to a screen that with the... I test the plate, feel it sink down, and noticing the screen demo, it sink. I test the plate, feeling it's. I test the plate, feel it sink.
I'm gonna do it again.
I test the plate. Feeling it sink down and noticing the video plate. Feeling it sink down and noticing the video demo on screen changes to a screen with a bunch of ass with a numbers next to each instance. This sucks. Olivia's hands curl into fists as she glares at the machine. A twinge runs through my chest when I look back at the frowning dino girl. One aspect of her favorite pastimes has been changed in a way that almost robs her of it. The thought strikes a heart, though I know I had zero hand in the game updates. All the same, to see the clover pour to my heart, though I know I had zero hand in the game updates.
Mm-hmm.
All the same, to
I knew this was the messed up part.
all the same to see the clover-scaled girl look so morose. I turn my eyes away.
Look away, Marion.
I turn my eyes away to my feet, the sensation leaving as I do. A flash of brilliance overcomes me as I look at my loafers. Hey, I got an idea. She cuts me off with a growl. I know what you're gonna say, and the answer is no. So you're willing to just give up because you can't play it easily? Yes. Olivia's response leaves me a bit floored. Her hateful eyes leer venomously at her former favorite game. But I know my idea will work. Okay, you play then. Haven't you been paying attention? I can't. I'll handle the pedal work. Olivia's words are left
Come on
hanging
now.
as she tries to visualize what I'm saying. Her confused gaze wanders between me and the flat rectangle on the floor. The whole time she's looking so goofy, I have to withhold a chuckle in fear for her gnawing me. Clawing me. Gosh dang it, Connor. Clawing me. Gosh dang it, Connor. She must have realized, though, as she snatches the light gun from my hand, her cheeks bearing a red hue. Fine. One game. She looks at the light gun in her hand and takes a deep breath. You better do your job right, Inko. I give Olivia a nod, and she
Music update. I think it's the same.
wheels herself right next to the arcade machine.
Yeah, it is.
Gimme. She reaches out for my hand and goes to take before I can respond. She takes it for a split second and then moves down to grab my wrist instead. Her scales are soft.
Let me listen to this
I give
again.
Olivia a nod, and she wheels herself right next to the arcade machine. Gimme. She reaches out for my hand and goes to take before I can respond. She takes it for a split second and then moves down to grab my wrist instead. Her scales are soft and cool.
Cool.
Hit the pedal when I squeeze. Capiche? Squeeze. Capiche? I nod in affirmation, and Olivia blasts the start button into pieces.
I think I do it. I do it
Not-
twice, I think. Like this segment.
Not so tight. Dude, hit the damn pedal. It's like playing with a controller lag. Itko! Sorry. Holy crap, this is the worst than I remember. Hi, it's me. I'm the guy that makes sense. Here you can see I put the respawning enemies in front of all the places you fortified across. I came up with this idea while eating a bird. I don't even want to staple my ears off. I didn't. Not.
Yeah, no, the second one is so much better.
Not so tight. Dude, hit the damn pedal. It's like playing with controller lag. Inko! Sorry. Holy crap, this is worse than I remember. Hi, it's me. I'm the guy that makes sense. Here, you can see I put the respawning enemies in front of a place where you're forced to cross. I came up with this idea while eating a bird. I don't even want to staple my ears to me. Damn it! Not again! This game sucks. Want to play again? She's a bit tense. When Olivia finally releases her grip on my wrist, I feel my blood rushing through the imprint she left. We end up playing 4 or 5 games total. That's probably enough. I'm good to move on, you. Are you sure? I don't want to keep you here all day. Olivia looks over at the machine one last time before sliding in a plastic gun back in its slot.
Are we for real right now? The way I feel right now. Hold on. Here we are.
It's a gun back in its slot.
I cannot wait to send
I'm
this
still a
laptop
bit
out.
disappointed they changed it, but thanks.
So it's a part of my stress right now.
It's a gun back in its slot. I'm still a bit disappointed they changed it, but thanks. Alright. Alright. There's better. Alright. There's. Thanks. Alright. There's better games around here anyway. Let's go. A stray thought from before. A stray thought from before. Let's go. A stray thought from before I really got to know Olivia careens to the forefront of my mind. Sometime along the way, people started calling her Hot Wheels. I don't remember who or when, but I do know it's proof she's got that fire in her. A fire in her. Before she can roll away too far, my hand takes a hold of one of her chair grips, jolting that dino girl from her sullen stupor. Say, I've got an idea, Hot Wheels. Why don't we try the fighting game you were so good at? The fighting game Olivia's jaw clicks shut and her hand rings tightly together. Arcade cabinets can't change, right? I mean, her gaze turns towards the opposite end of the arcade. I can hear the loud hollers of competition from here. Come on, Hot Wheels. What do you say?
They're so cute.
What do you say? The name seems to invigorate. The name seems to invigorate her. Her glacier irises invigorate. The name seems to invigorate her. Her glacier irises harden and her ivory claws touching the wheels. Her glacier.
Yeah, I was about to say, like...
The name
do that
seems
again,
to
I think.
invigorate her. Her glacier irises hardening and her ivory claws touching at her wheels. An eerie grin creeps across features, tongue plushing in incisor as it's the tooth.
Incisor.
It's the type of tooth. Tongue polishing an inside.
Here we are.
An eerie grin creeps across her features. Tongue polishing an incisor as her predatory eyes latch onto a particular cabinet at the far side. Olivia picks a direction and speeds off, parting a sea of sweaty dinos and leaving a small space of safety in her wake.
I'm gonna
After a
double time
while,
this.
pachinko machines. She looks back at me for a moment, as if to confirm my presence is to say, "Don't lose me." And then yanks her wheelchair. Don't lose me. And then yanks her wheelchair to launch herself through the building towards a new destination. Hey!
Yep, still same track.
I finally give chase, following... Hey! I finally give chase, following... Whoa. There we go. I finally give chase, following as best as I can while avoiding the rest of the awestruck players that just witnessed a high-speed dino girl shoveling them aside in her wake. As I get closer to the atmosphere seems to grow thicker, a very air becoming dank and heavy, almost as if someone dilated a humidifier up to 11. For a second, I have to stop in my tracks to catch my breaths and try to calm down. For a second... 11. For a second, I have to stop in my tracks to catch my breaths and try to calm down. For a second, I have to...
See what I have to deal with?
See what I literally have to deal with? This is every day. It's every day. It's every day, bro. With that Disney Channel flow. For a second, I have to stop in my tracks to catch my breath and try to calm down as my shades begin to fog up. So this is the power of the fighting game crowd. They are intense. I've heard things, but I thought they were jokes. This and this and this. So this is the power of the fighting game crowd. I've heard things, but I thought they were jokes. Through the fog, I spot Liz, or rather... Through the fog, I spot Liz, or rather, Liz's head, sticking above the crowds. Yo, you found us! Getting closer, Damien and Liz's head come into view. Olivia stops and checks one last time that I didn't get washed away in the crowd. She then moves past Damien and Liz, coming to a screeching halt next to a particular cabinet. She then moves past Damien and Liz, coming to a screeching halt next to a particular cabinet that's occupied by someone else. She removes a shiny coin from her pocket, placing it firmly down on the controls of the current player, who hardly glances at her. As I step closer, I'm able to overhear an exchange between the two dinos. The greaseball Ankylosaur, without even looking away from the cabinet, starts rattling off his credentials to Olivia as if it were a job interview. You know, I'm the best Jurassic...
I changed his voice like 100 times in this video.
Job interview.
It's actually insane.
You know,
I couldn't find a voice that
I'm
fit.
the best Jurassic player this side of Volcandria, right? Actually, wait, what's like Andrew player this side of Volcandria, right? Actually, wait, what's like an incel voice? I can't just do it again. Because this is Ben's voice. I can't not do Ben's voice for another character. So maybe if I make it like here, I just make it deep. Yeah, I'm the best Jurassic Park. Just do Ben's voice again. Actually, wait, what's like an this side of Volcandria, right? Actually, wait, what's like interview? Actually, wait, what's like an incel voice? I can't just here. Oh, I'm the best Jurassic Park. I'm the best Jurassic. Yeah, I'm the best Jurassic player this side of Volcandria, right? Double S ranked, 3 online tournament wins. Besides, it's 50 Cent, not shut up and not up. Shut up and not up already. Shut up, not up. Shut not shut up and not up already. Olivia's voices caused the Ankylosaur to grimace and finally turn his head. You really want to try? You really want to try me? Hold on, what's that line? Look, Tiny Tim, you gotta know what I'm... His jaw clicks shut. That line. Oh, what's that line? Look, Tiny Tim, you gotta know what I'm... His jaw clicks shut as his eyes manage to sweep above.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a static issue. It sucks. Hopefully that is the issue. For today, at least. Maybe not. Probably not, if I'm being honest. Manages to sweep above and then down to Olivia, his eyes squinting as his retinas slowly adjust to the low
Retinas.
lighting of something not displaying brightly. Look, Tidy Tim, you gotta know what I'm. His jaw clicks shut as his eyes manage to sweep above and then down to Olivia, his eyes squinting as. And then down to Olivia, his eyes squinting as his retinas slowly adjust to the low lighting of something not displaying brightly colored pixelated characters. Bro, you know you... Bro. I'm still doing Ben's voice. Bro, you can't bring it. I'm trying to like... Wait, hold on. Bro, you can't... What does Asmongold sound like? Yeah. Ben's voice. Bro, you can't... What does Asmongold sound like? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Bro, you chairs over... Can't bring chairs over here. Not after last summer. Oh, because... Bro... How
many times am I gonna say bro?
Bro. I'm still doing Ben's voice. Bro, you can't... What does Asmongold sound like? Bro, you can't bring chairs... Bro, you can't bring chairs over here. Not after last summer. Olivia growls and raises a fist, but I think the pale-scaled dino finally sees who is challenging him. His mouth flips helplessly as he tries to explain himself before
Flaps.
just stopping himself completely. Never mind. Sorry. The Gator Girl sighs and taps a finger on the quarter sheet placed down. Rules say you can't refuse, right? His head tilts in confusion. You can't refuse, right? His head tilts in confusion. You know, you look to be a new champ here, right? You know, you look to be the new champ here, right? Yeah. You know, you look to be the new champ here, right? You know.
Yeah, so it's this stuff, that stuff.
His head tilts in confusion. You know, you look to be the new champ here, right? Yeah, how'd you... This is the champ's cabinet, right? Damien comes over by this point, followed closely by Liz's head. Champ's cabinet? Unofficial, but that's the oldest one here. Been here since the dawn of time. It's like sacred or something. I look over the old...
Kill me now. Kill me now. We're gonna take the camera out. It's not gonna fix anything, but... Kill me now. There you go. No camera.
Cabinet? Unofficial,
Ugh.
but that's the oldest one here. Been here since the dawn of time. It's like sacred or something. I look over the old machine and paint it on a... I look over the old machine and paint it on a chipped and positively covered in marker ink to the point that the only legible thing on it is a very juvenile edit to the game's title.
Hold on, I feel like...
I look over the old machine and paint it on a chipped and positively covered in marker ink to the point that the only legible...
Ah, yes.
This thing? Yeah, man. They only let the head honchos actually use it. If you're spotted trying without credentials, you end up headbutted. That's bull, but I believe it. I look back to Olivia, who's having a squint with the squint guy she challenged. Who's having a withering stare down with the squint guy down with the stare down, with the squint guy she challenged. Look, lady. I'm a big deal here. I'm a big deal here. Buster O'Nuts, crown champ in all Volcandria. Nice. Nice. This particular Jurassic kick machine got a history. It happens to be the same machine that Deano the Rex Go managed to parry. Quit stalling and fight me already. I'm not. I'm just setting the stage is all. Plus, you think you're the only challenger I've got? I look around, noticing that there's now a group surrounding us. On my title as champion, I'll take all comers now. A hush. On my title as champ. A hush. On my title as champion, I'll take all comers now. A hushed whisper goes through the crowd. Finally, I form a... I'll take all comers now. A hushed whisper goes through the crowd. Finally, I form a line now. Oh. Finally, I form a line to the crowd. Finally, I form a line now. Okay. Tallest to smallest. What? No cutting. Oh, heck yeah. We're gonna wipe the floor with you, Buster. Wait. Wait. What? With you, Buster? Wait. What? I don't even play video games. Wait. What? What? Yeah, perfect. Gonna grab like these last few ones. Just push them. I don't even play video games. And I'm not really a gamer either. Too bad. Consider it the blood.
Where the face cam go, it was causing like a lot of static, so just took it out.
Either. Too bad. Consider it the blood tax. I wanted to protest further, but Olivia's head turns towards me with a pleading look on her face. Besides, you think I want to put my hands on that thing? Who knows where... We're in! Inco? Yes! Come on, Liz. It won't be that. You're still by the Broncho booth, right? Hold tight. You're still by the Broncho. Won't be that bad. You're still by the Broncho booth, right? Hold tight. I'll come get you.
She's a Brachiosaurus.
Damien pushes back.
But don't put an H there if it's
You're still by the
Brachio.
Broncho booth. Damien pushes back through the small group around us, following Liz's neck to
I'm not
find
a
the
dino
rest of
person.
her.
I'm not Harrison.
Her head swivels around and gives chase. Her pleas to not have to play falling on deaf ears. Brachio booth. The arcade's claustrophobic. The arcade deaf ears. Brachio booth. The arcade's claustrophobic.
And this is here,
So Brachiosaurus would tend to bump into everything, including each other. There's some lawsuits, but none. There's some lawsuits, so now there's a few. So Brachiosaurus would tend to. There's some lawsuits, so now there's a few platforms placed where people can have, like her, can sit and reach everything. There's even some water fountains attached. Doesn't stop things from getting tangled when there's multiple, but it's something. Huh. Lore. In the end, Liz Liz must have relented because she shuffles up to the rest of the group. Fine, let's just make it quick. Liz reluctantly steps forward towards the arcade cabinet, a crook smile forming on the self-proclaimed champion's face. It doesn't take long for Liz to complete. It doesn't take long for Liz to completely lose. The large ankylosaur hands move like a blur as they dance across the controls, pummeling their digital opponent into the ground. As boastful as he was earlier, he at least proved that he was.
I think there's new music
was
too.
skilled at Jurassic Kick.
Yeah, there's new music. What does that change?
Besides, you think you, Buster?
Yeah, right here.
Who knows where?
I'm marking where the music changes, and we'll get to that
As boastful
maybe today at some point. I'll let you guys know what it
as
means.
he was earlier, he at least proved that he was skilled at Jurassic Kick. The screen displayed perfect after only a minute against Liv. Liz crosses her arm and starts heading back to her old seat in the booth, head in tow with a pout. Buster leans his head back against his clasped hands and makes a show that he was no big deal. Next victim, Damien struts to the cabinet. Damien struts to the cabinet and jams his hands in his pockets for his change. There's a whole piggy bank. There's a whole piggy bank. Is there a whole piggy bank? Is there a whole piggy bank in there? Haven't seen your group around before. Tourists? Huh? Oh, nah. Liz and I used to come here all the time. Life's been...
It's a problem when you have a character of Olivia and also a character of Liz. Probably like Elizabeth. So like, for someone like me, it's a bit hard because it's, you know,
Time.
two names. that
Life's
are
been tough,
almost
you know, so we
identical.
got a few friends to come along on this little trip down memory lane. Lighten the mood up a bit. This place hasn't changed in the years either. He hoists the quarter high and jams them into the slot. Once more, the screen lights up and the character selection music busts in. Buster considers his selection and ultimately chooses the same character. Damien jams the buttons and picks up... Was that a death glare? Damien just picked a counter to his character. Probably expected all of us to be beginners. Buster does seem a bit more tense now.
Poop.
Buster does seem a bit more tense now. Been a while since then, though. Her explanation is cut short as her words are... Now. Been a while since then, though. Her explanation is cut short as her words are taken to a scratchy quality.
I know I got the full thing in.
Her expectation is cut short as her words take on scratchy quality to them. Hey, you okay? What? I'm fine. I can go and refill your canteen pretty quick. Sure, thanks. She reaches behind her and unhooks her severely dented water bottle from her chair. There's something to look into. There's something to look into for Christmas. There's something to look into. There's something to look into for Christmas. There's something to look into for Christmas.
It's the line. Yeah, okay. Sounded weird.
There's something to look into for Christmas. That Buster guy said there was water by... That Buster guy said there was water by the Braccio booth. Although I can't imagine the water there is very good. Christmas. What am I thinking of? I haven't gotten anyone a gift like that before. Focus, Inko. You're just getting some water. I had deeper into the arcade. There we go. I head deeper into the arcade towards the center, passing through the aisles lit by our game screens. You guys are done already? No, just refilling Olivia's water bottle. I guess I'm gonna miss Damien's match. Say, Liz, this sticker here, what is it? This sticker here, what is it? Her head comes in close as her eyes... Her head comes in... Her head comes in close and she eyes the weird brand on the canteen. Oh, it's from some really old show. Oh, it's from some really old show. It's from some really old show. Like, back in the 90s old. Why? Just curious is all. Well, I've never really asked Olivia about it. Maybe I should.
Oh,
After all, I think I
just cracked
recall
the heck out of
watching
my
a
neck.
video essay about it once. Though I could never really get into older stuff. The animation looks so choppy. Recapping the bottle, I lead Liz's head back to the fighting game section. It's surprising that Damien and Buster are still playing. This time, both their hands slamming furiously on the controls. A crowd has even formed. A crowd has even formed around the duo, exchanging low whispers as they watch the old CRT screen. I pick out Olivia at the front of the crowd, close to the cabinet so she's able to clearly watch. She's hyper-focused to the point that when I swash the bottle in front of her face, she just leans over and keeps watching. I'm not doing that again. Evil, isn't it? Alright, hold on, let me do it again. She's to the point that when I'm able to clearly watch, she's hyper-focused to the point that when I she's hyper-focused. Alright, hold on, let me do it again. Evil, isn't it? Alright.
No, you know what? Screw it. We're not doing it again. It's funny. I yawn. Haha.
Let me do it again. Evil, it is. Isn't it? Evil, it is. Evil, isn't it?
We could do this one though.
Then, again. Evil, it is. Doing that again. Evil, it is. Then. I hand the canteen a... I hold the canteen above... I hold the canteen above her muzzle and carefully tip it over until a few drops fall on her face. Her tongue laps along her lips and sweeps up the nourishment drops before glaring at me. Hey! Here you go. Fresh from the latrine. She takes the bottle, downs most of it right away before clearing her throat. Thanks. How's Damien's match going? Well... He's getting too aggressive. He is? Yeah, Buster picked a rushdown character, so Damien picked a zoner to keep Buster at a distance. Problem is that zoners are notoriously bad when it comes to footsies, and are even worse with mix-ups, which means that if Buster is able to get down to Damien's hurt box, he's going to get super punished and might even lose the set in a single. Wait a second. I'm human.
How do I do that? I've messed up every other line pretty much.
Yeah,
Except
Buster
for the
picked a
one big
rushdown character,
paragraph.
so Damien picked a zoner to keep Buster at a distance. Problem is that zoners are notoriously bad when it comes to footsies, and are even worse with I'm human. So, Damien has to keep his distance.
It's not looking good for him. Oh, crap. Olivia and I watch from the sidelines as, over the next few seconds, Buster pulls off an impressive series of moves that crush Damien's character into the ground. Almost like he's waiting for us to get back. Wow, you actually knew how to play. Wow, you actually knew how to play. I'm so tired. I'm sorry, chat. Buster jams an accusatory finger my way, as though marking me for death. You're next. Damien expression carries a hint of disappointment as he steps away from the cabinet. But he quickly peps up and resumes his... You know what? Then we can just take... And I'm not looking good for him. Oh, crap! Olivia and I watch. Keep his distance. Human. So, Damien has to keep his distance. It's not looking good for him. Oh, crap! Olivia and I watch from the sideline. No, let's just take this last bit here. Throw that right in front of this track here and drop that back down there. I'm gonna guess a timestamp for audio adjustment. Let's go 30 seconds. Let's see. Damien. Almost. 27. Plus wrong channel. Damien expression carries a hint of disappointment as he steps away from the cabinet. It's a hint of disappointment. Oh, look at that. All right. Perfect. All right. So yeah, this is where this video ends. I had to divide it into two because I swear to you, like, this is almost 2 hours of recording pretty much. So I had to divide it into two videos, and it still ended up being right now about 46 minutes. So it's a long video, man. This is a long video because I keep messing up all the time. So that's where we're gonna end this one. I'm gonna hop down to the second video now. We're gonna get that all synced up, and then that means both timelines will be good. Let me, sure, yeah, let's have this guy. So, what we're gonna have is both... Oh, you know what I can do? There we go. So, let me just do this. Got it, here. So, what we're gonna do is... I had to divide the video in two, okay? One's over here, one's over here. Next thing we got to do is go to the second video, chop that up, so then tomorrow I can then take the chopped this one and the chop that one, chop it down even more, add all the special funny stuff, and then upload them, because it is a MC Hawken rarity of a double upload week. I know, double upload. Crazy, right? Yeah. Also, thanks, Scout, for saying that my thumbnail was good. Thank you. I really tried with that thumbnail, and I was really happy with it. If you guys haven't seen the thumbnail, oh lord, is it goated? Let's see real quick. Let's go to it. We're over here. Here it is. Right, there it is. Look how cool it is. I really like it. This is legit my bed. It is legit my bed frame there. Also, let me tell you what. I like having my thumbnails and then having like the podcast stuff. Also, we started having them in the middles because it was a video podcast, video podcast, video podcast, pretty much. But now we kind of do every one, so now it's gone to this. But now since we have Sal, it's I don't know I don't even know. So this is his video. It's gonna go 2, 2, 2. Yeah, the next pod's gonna be over here, so it's gonna be weird wherever this next placement is. Favorite thumbnails so far have been like the last 3. This one, and this one really good. I kind of like this one. This one, legit the last few thumbnails. I'd say ever since, let's see. Burning Questions is good. Burning Questions is always a good thumbnail. This one's okay. This one's okay. This one's bad. This one's real bad. I like this one because I'm where like the boyfriend is and my hat's backwards. So I mean, if you think about it, it's good. This one's I like it. This one, the opposing sides with the opposing people. Me and DJ Cyber. I always do like having controllers as guns in thumbnails. I mean, I do it here. I've done it a few times, I think. This is a good thumbnail. I had to find these models, by the way. Unlike PNGs. This is the same model as this model. And then I realized that, and I was like, that's lazy and stupid. So then I got 2 different pictures. This of her is from the actual video here. This is something else. I think I stole this one from online, and this one was my own original because it was bright enough. But yeah. Alright. This is from Undertale. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Undertale. Alright, to the second video. And then we will have a... What we're going to have is a... like an introduction to this video, but we're not going to do that now. That's a tomorrow thing, or a Wednesday thing, to be honest. Since this will be my Saturday upload, this will probably be Thursday, maybe Friday, sometime around there. And doing all of this right now because hopefully, I say hopefully here as like a real hopefulness, okay? Like a real hopefulness. There we go. This is what I wanted. Like a real hopefulness, you know? So, because I have a box coming that I need to send my laptop to get it fixed because of all the static issues. So, I got to do all this stuff, and I refuse to have a Wani video coming out next week when Sal's video comes out next week. So, I gotta do a double upload, and then at some point, we're gonna do, depending on when this box comes in. That's why I'm trying to get all this stuff now. Hopefully, I think I can wait to do, because my next time to do my videos for me will be not next Saturday, but next Saturday. Well, Sal's video is coming out next Saturday. So, I have to... By the way, Sal's my editor, for anyone wondering. Like, who is Sal? Sal's my editor. So, I'd rather not impede on his time. In his time-slotted video upload. So, yeah. That is what we're going to do. So now it's time for this.
marking me for death. You're next. Damien expression carries a hint of next. You know what we could do? Just grab this here. There we go. Perfect. You're next. Damien expression carries a hint of disappointment as he steps away from the cabinet, but he quickly peps up. Away from the cabinet, but he quickly peps up and resumes his usual jovial self. Just me and Olivia left. Self. Just me and Olivia left. Oh yeah, this doesn't have any of the effects. Hold on, everyone. I have all these audio effects. Does this have it? Oh, it does. Okay. It does. It is. Okay, cool. This just isn't at 5. 5.3, I think it was. He steps away from the cabinet, but he quickly peps up and resumes his usual jovial self. Just me and Olivia left. I nervously step out. I nervously step up to the cabinet. A plethora of characters in various fighting poses stare back at me, each with their promise of victory. I recall an old saying Coach Sully had said. If you don't know what you're doing... Hold on, I hit it better here. If we don't know what we're doing, then the opposing team certainly can't anticipate our future actions. I tap my joystick over till the large question mark in the middle of the screen as highlighted, in an astonishment of spectators and my visible nerves' opponent. The game begins, and my opponent beside me seems expectorally calm as he manipulates his controls. Compared to me, trying out every button I stick. Compared to me, trying out every button and stick input to figure out what the heck I'm doing. Unlike Damien, who is at least looked like he was holding his own against the... Unlike Damien, who was at least looked like he was holding his own against the bloated Buster, I was getting the digital crap kicked out of me. Every attempt I made was met with my character being grabbed and thrown in some ridiculous, elaborate way. By the time the perfect announcement plays out on the screen, I can feel my wrist cramping from the crazy amount of button mashing I had done in under a minute. At least I lasted a little longer than Liz. Don't feel bad. I am the best here after all. His snort filled... Now at some point the music does change here, so... His snort-filled laughter grates on my ears as I walk back to my friends. All of them staring daggles at the pasty-scaled dino. The rest of the crowd are in an uproar along with him. I feel my ears heat up in anticipation. Olivia's eyes are narrowed as she wheels herself into position, her tail lashing roughly against the ground as she waits for the laughter to die down and her turn to finally begin. Buster chuckles to himself while cracking his knuckles. I just finished wiping the floor with your friends while hardly breaking a sweat. just so you know who you're really dealing with. I'm Buster O'Nuts, achiever of... You know what? We're doing Ben's voice. Know who you're really dealing with. Just so you know. Just finished wiping the hardly... a sweat. I hate this guy. You know what? We're... Sweat. I hate this guy. You know what? We're doing Ben's voice. Just... Yeah. Where's the last one? There it is. I hate this guy. I hate this guy. You know what? We're doing Ben's voice. Just so you know who you're dealing with. I'm Buster O'Nuts, achiever of octaves in an annual Jurassic Wisconsin E-Tournament, demolisher of Icaria, second best player of 2007 to 2012, and co-leader of the Midwest branch of the Military Monmouth's Gamers Guide. You won't look bad for you won't look bad for
Still the same score, right?
you won't look bad for ducking out.
Yeah.
Or are you ready to get busted? You're fat. You know, you can still back out of this. Olivia's response is to insert her coin slowly without breaking eye contact with Buster. With that, I can only describe as predatory leer. Then she slams her fist on the start button. Buster instantly moves his cursor towards a different character. Damien next to me lets out a soft gasp. But what's wrong? Buster's character is like the bull. 3 kinds of bullcrap is what's wrong. Buster's character is like 3 kinds of bullcrap is what wrong. What? Well, for one thing, he's usually gentleman's band in tourneys, and well, for one thing, he's usually what? Well, what? Well, for tourneys, and well, for one what? Well, for one thing, he's usually gentleman's band from tourneys, and his mouth is moving, but all that comes up in alien words. Buster lets out a chuckle and turns to look at Olivia, giving her a smug grin. Olivia doesn't seem at all fazed by Buster's character choice, clicking her joysticks lazily. Soon as Olivia picks her character, the game announcer begins to blare the names out loud. Wei Long! Damien turns to look at me. The excitement in his face is overbearing. That's Olivia's main! Oh man! A Wani Long! Wani Long! Wei Long! Damien turns to look at me. Long! Damien turns to look at me. The excitement in his face is overbearing. That's Olivia's main! Oh man. This'll be one hell of a fight if if Olivia's breaking her out. It'll be one hell of a fight if if Olivia's breaking her out. So, is this way a Wani Long? A Wani Long. Wani Long. Damien turns to look at me. The excitement. We already seen this. So is this Wani Long?
So is
There
this
we go.
Wani Long a good character? Shortest explanation you'll understand is yes. Shortest explanation you'll understand is yes. What's the long one? I don't know if you know what a Shoto is. It takes long to explain here. I don't know if you know what a Shoto is. It'll take too long to explain here. Bah. While Damien rambles on, I recall Olivia's motivation just to get here. The look she had. The more than anything piques my... The look she had. That more than anything piques my curiosity. So, how good is Olivia with her? Damien's reply is to only give me a wide, big grin. Oh, you'll see. A loud soundbite from the cabinet speaker signaled the start of Olivia's match. Given the way Damien spoke of Olivia's skills like it was a derived from ancient scroll, I expected to be a flurry of pixelated beatdowns and tactical control play, but instead it looked like nothing at all. On the large display, both characters were just shifting back and forth, the joysticks in Olivia and Buster's hands clinking about furiously. Honestly, everyone pause. We're going to take a quick second because there's an issue. It's another static thing. Hold on. We're going to let it pass. It's going to be a few seconds. Bum 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 bum. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Okay, let's see how this is over here. Nothing at all. On the
There
large
we go.
display, both characters were just shifting back and forth, the joysticks in Olivia and Buster's hands clinking about furiously. Honestly, it looked more on the large display. Both characters. Honestly, it looked more. Honestly, it looked more like they were attempting to make their other digital avatar tap dance.
Jeez, ow.
What? Did I miss something? I don't want to turn my eyes away from it in case something happens. No, like, they're trying to get a read of each other. It's like they're taking... It's like they're trying to predict what the other one will do so they can counter it and steal the match. Oh. So, like, they're sizing... There's a heavy clank and thump on the floor in front of me. Olivia stares, lashing at the base of the cabinet, while Buster's Thangozer had managed to crack into a concrete floor beneath them. On the screen of the characters finally made contact.
There we go. So I could grab it.
characters finally made contact and sent each other flying in opposite directions. Behind me, the crowd started cheering, finally excited that there's some actual action happening. Damien is hollering next to me, cheering on Olivia with all of his might. Though the excitement dies down again, all of his might. Though the excitement dies down again as the duo resumes Though the excitement dies down again as the duo resumes their cyber posturing, my eyes darted between Olivia and Buster. Olivia's completely absorbed in this match. Her eyes are wide and full of killing intent. Buster, on the other hand, seems like he can barely contain his fury. 10 seconds on the clock. Olivia comes in clutch, punishing Buster's character with an impressive string of attacks. He manages to get away with a single pixel of health just as time limit runs out. Winner! Wadi Lung! I have to stop yelling directly. The crowd goes nuts as Olivia's victory is announced. And you know what? I can't help but cheer along. And you know what? And you know what? I can't help but cheer along with them. Olivia slumps back into her mobile seat and lets out a sigh before returning to her original position. Buster lets out a snort, twists and stretches his neck, and cracks his knuckles before once again gripping the controllers tight. Round 2! Clash and trash! Jeez. The crowd returns to a more silent state of observation in the match. Jeez, what was with the audio here? Was it not? Oh, you know, it was pretty loud. It gets there. Multi-million-dollar projects promise. There it gets there. Closely. Only low murmurs as they silent state of observation in the match closely. Only low murmurs as they gawk at the two highly skilled players. The words passes around reached me, attempting to draw my eyes away. Weird for him. Surprised he's not doing the... Is he playing with her? Come on, Olivia! Damien shouts about the rest of them. Me. The crowd returns to a more silent state of observation in the match closely. Only low murmurs as they gawk at the two highly skilled players. The words passes around reached me, attempting to draw my eyes away. Weird for him. Surprised he's not doing the... Is he playing with her? Come on, Olivia! Damien shouts about the rest of them, nearly blew my eardrums, but I shared his sentiment as the stylized characters exchange in simple blows. The timer continues to tick down. Buster... The timer continues to tick down. Buster... Clash and trash. Yeah, I think we're pretty good there. The crowd returns to a more silent state of observation in the match closely. Only low murmurs as they gawk at the two highly skilled players. The words passes around reached me, attempting to draw my eyes away. Olivia! Sentiment as the stylized characters exchange in simple blows. The timer continues to tick down. Buster once again being put on the defensive. With how all the previous bouts went, Buster already had control of the cutthroat level of offense, but I didn't think of him being this passive. The countdown once again hit 0. This time, with Olivia's character slouching in defeat and the crowd cheering again, though less enthusiastically than before. You got this, Olivia. Just one more win, and you're champ again. Olivia's shoulders tense at the moment what he said, and all eyes stare directly at her. Damien! Come on, Hot Wheels. Show them why you're the best. She groans a bit and refocuses on the screen. The crowd simmers down to silence in anticipation from the start of the final match. And the sudden silence actually catches me off guard for a second. Long enough for my doubts to catch up on me. Buster's playstyle. It's like he's not really trying. The match starts, and the hype flares right back up. That's stupid of me to even think. He's a gamer bro champion type. He's got the weight. He's got. That's stupid of me to even think. He's a gamer bro champion type. He's got the weight. He's a gamer bro champion type. He's got way too much to. He's a gamer bro champion type. He's got way too much to lose. And yet. Hey, Damien? Yeah. Do you notice anything off about how Buster's playing? You noticed it too? Buster's playing? You noticed it too? Guess I'm not just paranoid then. Like, I didn't really watch your match, but was he always so passive? No. But like, there's two... But, like, these two are... No. But, like, these two are crazy good, so maybe this is just some mind games. If he's still going to throw the game and let her win... We glance back at the screen, and I take a notice of Buster's hand movements. As Olivia launches her character into a furious combo, sure enough, Buster hesitates just enough to let his fighter gets hit by the first blow. That's brilliant timing. That's crazy. Huh? Then it hits me all at once. Like a freight train. The way Buster was looking down at Olivia, how he didn't want to take her challenge, all an excuse he was giving. He's a virgin. But also, he's throwing the whole match, isn't he? Damn it. Even here, Olivia was right. Damien, I think he's taking it easy on her. You think so? Damien takes a moment to ponder what I said. Dang. Even here. That's what I was saying, thinking. We should do something. What, interrupt the match? Everyone else is having fun. The crowd whoops again. Only now it's howling, mocking. Damien furls sag with a concern. He turns to me. Well, we came here... What we came here is for a good time. If she can't tell, what's the harm? Jeez. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do. I hate that he's right. I could stand up for her, but... Thinking about that confrontation with Mia, standing up for her there didn't really pay off either. But that was a while ago. I just don't know. I look over at the crowd again. The match is about halfway done, judging by the remaining health pools. By the way, illusion of choice. What really are the differences here? Illusion of choice. I cheer Olivia on. I know Olivia normally doesn't look this... I know Olivia normally doesn't like Olivia on. I know Olivia on. I know Olivia normally doesn't like this from strangers, but I'm no stranger to Olivia. She knows about my intentions. We're friends. On screen, it looks like a character is about to strike one another with her feet. I cup my hands around my mouth. Go, Olivia! You got this! Scream. Because I think they are... They're not the same volume. 6 and 4. What is this? No, was it 6? Alright. I know Olivia normally doesn't like this from strangers, but I'm no stranger to Olivia. She knows about my intentions. We're friends. On screen, it looks like a character is about to strike one another with her feet. I cup my hands around my mouth. Go, Olivia! You got this! Damien recoils from my scream. Or maybe I popped his eardrums, judging by the glare he left.